DDO Players Gen Con 2018 convention coverage brought to you by the Easy Roller Dice Company. Check out EasyRollerDice.com for all of your dice needs. From metal dice to dice cups to dice trays, Easy Roller Dice has what you need. You can save 15% on your checkout if you use the coupon code DDO Players, all one word and all uppercase. And once again, a big thanks to Easy Roller Dice Company for sponsoring our Gen Con 2018 coverage.
Hey everybody, DDO Players here at Gen Con 2018, and we have the smiley, always happy to be with and to see Mr. Justin DeWitt of Fireside Games.
Hello, Internet.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Well, thanks for taking some time out. It is only Thursday. It is the first day of Gen Con, and this booth is packed.
Pretty much standing room only, yeah.
I could pan the camera around now, and every demo table is full, so that is amazing.
We will not complain.
So apparently your Gen Con is going pretty good for you.
It has gone well so far. Fingers crossed. First day is going well, yes.
Well, that's for those not aware of Fireside Games.
Right.
We have done an interview with you at the past, which I will link down in the description.
Sweet.
And we reviewed, I think, most of your games.
Most of our stuff.
Most of them. So, but let's get a little history of Fireside Games here, and then we'll start talking about the new stuff.
Yeah, so it all kind of started back in 2009 when we released Castle Panic, the one back there. That was our big hit, took us off from there, kind of a classic co-op now, and we added expansions to that. We added a whole bunch of new games. We don't do just co-ops, we do competitives too. We tend to do our stuff that's a little more indirect competition though. We only have a handful of games that are more take that direct. Usually it's kind of like, oh hey, I'm going to take something you wanted, haha. And we have another co-op, Hot Shots, that was the big one last year that we talked about. That's still here and still doing really well. But this year, the two big new things are Grackles and Remnants. And we're basically covering the spectrum of games. Remnants is our big post-apocalyptic survival game. It is a mix of real-time dice rolling to gather some resources combined with a turn-based engine building, and it's all about having a little compound you're trying to keep safe during the apocalypse. There's crazy mutant creatures that attack you and raiders that come at you, and it's all about getting the right cards and building up, but you have to roll dice to collect the resources that you use to buy these cards. So it's a fun mix of moments of pure terror and panic combined with calm strategy thinking like that. So that's done really well for us. And then Grackles is actually so new it's not even out yet. It technically has a street date of September 5th, but here it is now, and this is complete opposite end of the spectrum. This is an abstract strategy game based on Grackles, which are really colorful birds that are kind of like little crows. They have almost an iridescent color, which is why we went with black, purple, blue, and green for the colors. And the idea is on your turn, you have one action, and you're going to be either laying tiles or placing birds to try and put birds on telephone poles. So it starts with these two tiles in the middle like this, and then literally one action, 4 choices of what to do on your turn. You can draw a new tile and place it any way you want. All the tiles have all 4 colors in slightly different arrangements. And what you're trying to do, if I were, for example, the green player, I'm trying to lay up spaces where I can cover them up, because the other action you can do, well, one of the other actions, is to lay down a line of birds, starting on one of my color and ending on one of my color. The longer the line, the better. That's not a super long line, but hey, I'll take what I can get early in the game. No one can cross that line, though. If later on the purple player wants this spot, he can't have it. I've locked him out.
You've blocked, okay.
Yep. The other things I can do is I can extend a line. So let's say I come along, someone else is nice enough to play that for me. I can go, great, I'm going to extend my line. I can make my line longer because I'm extending it. What I can't do is turn the corner. I can't make a 90-degree turn. That's not extending, that's turning. So I could do that, and now I've got this. The last option you have on your turn is to rotate a tile as long as it's empty and doesn't have any tokens on it, which actually for me would be pretty good. I would spend one of my 5 rotate tokens, and I pick this guy up, and I make him look like that. And now, as long as blue doesn't cut me off here, I might be able to get a really nice.
You could get it, okay.
I gotta hope blue doesn't see that, or maybe blue's more interested in this kind of thing, or they're willing to spend one of their rotate tokens to put it back for them. That's really good. You know, this nice long blue there. So the trick is, you only have 5 of those tokens. This rotate war isn't going to go very long before it's just
right, exactly.
So you want to be careful and very strategic in how you use them. But those are your 4 choices. Put down a new card, lay a line of birds, make a line of birds longer, or rotate an empty tile. It's going to continue until you get to be a 5x5 grid. So 5 up, 5 across, that's the maximum. And you always start with these 2 starting tiles, so it kind of floats around a little bit till it hits that 5x5. At that point, everyone's just going to be either rotating, laying birds, or extending lines, and eventually everyone's going to have to pass. When they do, the game's over. We score up how many birds each player got out. Whoever put the most birds on the board wins the game. It is really that simple. It takes about 20 minutes to play. It feels very classical. It feels like Go or Pente or one of those kind of things.
Yeah.
And we really, really like that.
Kind of has that feeling, you know, just from what I've seen just a little bit here. That
Right. It feels like something I grew up with that I can't put my finger on. That's one of the reasons we loved it. When we saw this game, we pretty much had to get it right away kind of thing. So, yeah, officially out September 5th, but we do have a few copies here at Gen Con we're selling. So if you're really excited about it, come grab it now.
And we are going to have a review of that soon, I hope.
Good.
It came like 2 days before I left here for Gen Con, so couldn't quite get that done beforehand.
That is a little tricky on
but
timing.
Soon,
Yep.
hopefully about the same time this video comes out, I can just link you right to the review of it, see how that's going to work out.
Good. Yep.
And then Remnants is out now.
Remnants actually came out last Wednesday,
Okay.
so yes, it is brand new. And we got copies here at the booth. We're demoing all day, we're playing and that kind of thing. It's all good. We do have a promo card we're doing for Remnants that your local game store might also have if they bought the kit. But if not, you can get it at our booth. It's free with purchase, or you can buy it on its own kind of thing. And that is a new Badlands card to make things even scarier and more dangerous when it comes to the post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Because that's just what you want in the apocalypse.
Exactly.
Is more scary and dangerous, of course.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. But there you go. Those are the two big things we're pushing this year. And like I said, it's gone really well, especially for a Thursday.
All right, excellent. So if you find yourself at Gen Con, which I don't know why I'm saying that, because you're not going to see this until after Gen Con, so that didn't make much sense now, did it?
Unless you're a time traveler.
That's true. You might want to jump back in time and come see them. If not, check them out at firesidegames.com.
That'll work too.
Thanks, Justin.
Bye, everybody.